Why 2% Football Camp? As this little idea has grown, some people have come up to me and asked me why I put the name I did to this little project. And they are right. They once told me that it doesn't matter what you do or how you do it, but why you do it. So today I'll talk about a little bit more than just football. Basically, the name of this project is born out of two simple ideas. The first one, and the more obvious one, it was the jersey number I used my whole life, the number 2. But why is this number so important in my life and why did I use it every single season? It all starts in my second season playing tackle football. When I became 7 years old, I wouldn't play the position that my dad taught me, the receiver position, and now I would play the position that I fell in love with, quarterback. At the beginning of that season, they asked us what number we would like to wear. Since I was little, I was obsessed with the number 1. So when I used to be even younger playing flag football, I used to wear the number 11 because it was twice the first place. But now as a quarterback, I just wanted to be number 1. But since there were no veteran rules, since we were all pretty much rookies, we would choose our number according where we would stand in our coach's alphabetically ordered list. The other players would pick number by number, but nobody would choose number 1, so I was getting really excited. And literally, the player before my turn chose number 1. In that moment, I didn't know what to do. Not only number 1 was off the board, but also number 11. Plus, I couldn't choose my dad's number, 80, since I wasn't a receiver anymore. So as you could imagine, next thing in my mind was number 2. As dumb as it may sound, my obsession with being number 1 and always being the winner gave me some anger at the moment when I lost that number. Nevertheless, I had a great season with the number 2, and I learned that it honestly helped me. The fact that I felt that the coach gave that number to that one person that was the other quarterback who I needed to compete against to earn my position made me realize that no one is gonna hand you anything, and that you have to work for it. I love the fact that I created this idea inside of my head that I was always pursuing someone. There was always a number 1 and I was gonna be the underdog who needed to take that spot away from him. At the end of the day, when you feel like you're number 1, someone is working to take that spot from you. Real champions not only get to that spot, but they stay there. And they only do that by doing exactly what took them there. They compete every day against someone else. And if there's no one left, it's because they are challenging themselves. That ideology not only helped me earn my starting spot on the team, but it let me have great seasons afterwards, and the rest is history. When you do something you love and you're passionate about, you give everything you got and you're always fulfilled. From my experience, someone like that always enjoys victory while also mourning defeat but learning from their mistakes. But no passion is burned without a solid base. Coming back to why you do the things you do, when you do something for yourself, it's wonderful. But when it goes beyond that, that's what makes it extraordinary. When I was 12 years old, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. Today I can proudly say she's my role model and she's a survivor. But since that moment, I promised her I would dedicate every single one of my games to her. And because of this, I would wear pink apparel, which represents breast cancer awareness, which are products that are sold, and some of the money earned from that goes to a charity that either researches or treats breast cancer. And this, even though it was obviously not planned, it gave my number another meaning. From then on, in every single one of my games, I would wear 2 stickers in my face to cover the sun. One would have the number 2 and the other one would have the word mom, which together would form 2 mom. The number 2 gave me the ability to gift the thing that I love the most to someone I love, and that makes it even more special. At last, we have this quote. I found it in different places, and according to those places, it is written by different authors, so we're just gonna treat it as if it was anonymous. But the idea was that the 1% would do what the other 99 wouldn't. We simply changed that to a 2%, and that's the motor behind this project. Go beyond. Do what the majority is not willing to do, to earn what they won't be able to later on in life. The point is to sacrifice a little bit today, work a little bit more today, learn a little bit more today, and always have in mind why you do it. Remember, it doesn't matter what you do. There's only one correct way of doing it if you want to be the best at it. So let me ask you, today you're the number 2. What are you gonna do about it?